What if everything you have ever been told about protein and muscle building is completely wrong? What if the food that has been sitting on your kitchen counter or in your refrigerator this whole time is actually more powerful for rebuilding your aging muscles than the eggs you eat every single morning? I know that sounds almost impossible to believe, and I know that if you are 75 or older, you may have already tried eating more protein. You may have already tried protein shakes or eggs every day, and you still feel like your body is not responding the way it used to. Your legs still feel heavy, like you are carrying invisible weights with every single step. Your arms feel a little weaker than they did 5 years ago. Getting up from the couch sometimes takes more effort than it should. And maybe you have had that quiet, private fear that your body is slowly, steadily giving up on you. Maybe you worry that independence, living in your own home, driving yourself to the store, playing on the floor with your grandchildren, is something that belongs to a younger version of you. That fear is real, and you are not alone. Tens of millions of seniors across America feel exactly what you are feeling right now. But here is what most doctors never tell you. The reason your protein is not working the way it should has almost nothing to do with how much protein you eat. It has to do with a hidden biological problem that happens specifically after the age of 70, one that eggs and protein shakes simply cannot fix on their own. And today I am going to show you exactly what that problem is, and then I am going to reveal 5 powerful fruits, simple, affordable, everyday fruits that scientific research now shows can unlock your muscles in a way that nothing else can. These fruits do not just add protein to your diet. They do something far more important. They wake up the muscle-building machinery inside your cells that has gone quiet with age. Stay with me through this entire video, because the 5th fruit on this list is the one that surprised scientists the most, and it could completely change how you think about rebuilding your strength. Let us start with the truth about what is actually happening inside your body right now. There is a condition called sarcopenia. It is the medical word for the natural loss of muscle mass that happens as we age. And the numbers are sobering. According to researchers at Tufts University's Jean Mayer Human Nutrition Research Center on Aging, people between the ages of 60 and 70 have already lost about 12% of their total muscle mass. By the time you reach 80, that number climbs to 30%. That is nearly 1/3 of the muscle your body once had, simply gone. Harvard Medical School confirms that adults who do not actively fight back can lose 4 to 6 pounds of muscle every single decade. And a major study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging looked at nearly 12,000 adults over the age of 51 and found that 46% of them, almost half, were not even meeting their basic daily protein needs. But here is the part that truly matters for you. The reason older adults struggle is not just about protein intake. It is about something researchers call anabolic resistance. Think of it this way. When you were 30, your muscles were like a hungry sponge. They soaked up every bit of protein you gave them and used it immediately to repair and grow. But after 70, it is as if that sponge has gotten harder and less absorbent. Your muscles have become resistant to the protein signal. A University of Texas study confirmed that adults over the age of 65 need nearly double the protein stimulus just to trigger the same muscle-building response that younger people get easily. This is why eating eggs every morning is simply not enough anymore. You are eating the right food, but your body cannot fully use it. And then there is something else, a silent destroyer that researchers call inflammaging. It is a low-grade chronic inflammation that builds up inside the aging body and directly blocks the molecular pathway that triggers muscle growth. This inflammation is invisible, you cannot feel it, but it is there, quietly working against every effort you make to stay strong. And this is exactly where these 5 extraordinary fruits come in. They do not just add protein. They fight inflammaging. They unlock your muscle-building pathway, and they help your body actually absorb and use the protein you are already eating. Let us talk about each one. The first fruit is the pineapple, and it is far more powerful than anyone gives it credit for. Most people think of pineapple as just a sweet tropical treat, maybe something you put on a fruit salad. But inside that bright yellow flesh lives an enzyme called bromelain that scientists have been studying for years because of what it does to inflammation inside aging joints and muscles. Bromelain is a proteolytic enzyme, which simply means it is an enzyme that breaks down proteins. Now think about what that means for you. When you eat pineapple along with or just before a protein-rich meal, the bromelain begins to break down those protein molecules into smaller pieces that your body can absorb much more easily and use much more efficiently. It is like the difference between trying to swallow a whole almond versus grinding it into a fine powder first. Your digestive system can do so much more with the fine powder, and a 2021 study, highlighted by Forbes Health, found that bromelain may specifically help lessen joint stiffness, enhance knee function, and reduce discomfort in older adults, all of which makes movement less painful and therefore makes it easier for you to stay active and keep those muscles working. But here is the practical piece, because knowing the science is only half the story. For maximum benefit, eat half a cup of fresh pineapple, not canned and not pineapple juice, which has lost most of its bromelain, about 20 to 30 minutes before your highest protein meal of the day. This gives the bromelain time to begin working in your stomach, preparing it to extract far more muscle-building amino acids from whatever protein source you choose. And do not worry about the sugar in pineapple. In half a cup, there are roughly 40 calories and about 10 grams of natural fruit sugar, well within what a healthy senior can comfortably enjoy, especially with the extraordinary muscle benefits it brings. Think of this one simple habit, half a cup of fresh pineapple before dinner, as unlocking the door that your protein has been knocking on for years. Now, before we move on to fruit number 2, I want you to know about a woman named Margaret. Margaret is 73 years old, a retired nurse from Columbus, Ohio. For years, she had been eating eggs for breakfast and chicken for dinner, and she still struggled to carry her groceries from the car to her front door. Her grip was weakening, her legs felt unsteady. She told her daughter she felt like her body was betraying her, but when she started adding fresh fruit to her meals in the specific way I am going to describe today, something changed. Within about 8 weeks, she noticed she could open jars again without help. She could walk up the stairs in her home without holding onto the railing with both hands. She told her doctor she felt like something in her body had woken up. Her doctor ran blood tests and her inflammatory markers had dropped noticeably. What Margaret experienced was not magic. It was the science of unlocking the muscles that had been asleep. The second fruit is the kiwi, and this small fuzzy green wonder is doing something inside your gut right now that no one ever talks about. A published study from the team at Massey University in New Zealand found something remarkable. Green kiwi fruit contains an enzyme called actinidin, which is a powerful protein digesting enzyme that helps your stomach break down proteins much more completely and much more efficiently. The researchers specifically noted that older adults show what they called a blunted muscle protein synthesis response, meaning when seniors eat protein, the body's reaction to build muscle is significantly weakened compared to younger people. But when seniors consume 2 Hayward green kiwi fruit before eating a protein-rich meal, the protein digestion improved measurably, delivering more amino acids into the bloodstream where they could reach the muscles. Think of it this way. Imagine you have a pipe that carries water from a well to your garden. Over time, the pipe gets narrower and clogged, so less water gets through even when the well is completely full. Actinidin in kiwi acts like a pipe cleaner. It clears the passage so that the protein in your food can actually flow through to your muscles instead of passing through without being used. Here is how to use kiwi correctly. Eat 2 fresh green kiwis about 30 minutes before your lunch or dinner meal that contains protein, whether that is fish, chicken, beans, or eggs. You can simply peel them and eat them whole, or slice them into a small bowl. Do this 4 to 5 times a week, and research suggests your body will extract significantly more usable protein from every meal. One kiwi is about 42 calories, high in vitamin C, vitamin K, and potassium, all nutrients that also support bone density and circulation. For a senior trying to rebuild strength, this is one of the simplest and most scientifically supported habits you could possibly adopt. The third fruit is the blueberry, and if you are not eating these every single day, you need to start today. I am going to explain why in a way that will stick with you forever. You remember that word I used earlier, inflammaging, that chronic, silent fire inside your aging body that blocks muscle growth? Blueberries are one of nature's most powerful fire extinguishers. They are loaded with compounds called anthocyanins, which are the pigments that give blueberries their deep blue-purple color, and which are among the most studied anti-inflammatory compounds in all of nutritional science. A 2023 study published in the journal Nature Scientific Reports found that 18 days of blueberry supplementation significantly elevated post-exercise anti-inflammatory compounds in the bloodstream, mitigated muscle soreness, and reduced markers of muscle damage. 18 days, not months, not years, just 18 days of consistent blueberry consumption made a measurable difference. For you as a senior, this is profound, because the inflammaging that blueberries fight is the exact same biological barrier that is making it so hard for your body to build and hold onto muscle. When you reduce that chronic inflammation, you are essentially removing the roadblock that was stopping your muscles from responding to protein. It is not just about adding something good, it is about removing something bad. And the practical use could not be simpler. Eat half a cup to 1 full cup of blueberries daily, either fresh or frozen. Frozen blueberries actually retain their anthocyanin content very well, making them a perfectly affordable and year-round option. Add them to oatmeal in the morning. Blend them into a simple smoothie, or just eat them plain as a midday snack. Half a cup of blueberries contains only 42 calories, but delivers over 9,000 units of antioxidant power, according to the USDA's antioxidant database. Combine this with your daily protein, and your muscles will begin to respond in ways they have not in years. I want to pause here for a moment, and I want to speak directly to you. How has your health been lately? Have you been struggling with weakness, with fatigue, with that quiet worry that your body is not what it once was? If so, I want you to type yes in the comments right now, because that simple yes helps me know that this information is reaching the people who need it most. And it helps other seniors just like you find this video. If you are finding value in what you are learning today, please tap the like button right now. It takes just 1 second, but it helps this channel reach thousands more seniors who are searching for real answers. And if you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss a video like this one. This channel exists for one reason, to give you the information your doctor may not have time to share, so that you can live stronger, more freely, and more independently every single day. The fourth fruit is the banana, and this is one that surprises people because they sometimes hear that bananas have too much sugar. But here is what the research actually tells you, and what the industry would rather you not know, because it means you do not need to buy expensive supplements. The banana is one of the most complete pre-muscle activation foods in nature for older adults. It contains potassium, which is essential for muscle contraction. Without adequate potassium, your muscles literally cannot contract properly, and even the protein you eat cannot be put to work. It contains magnesium, which plays a role in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, including muscle relaxation and recovery. It contains vitamin B6, which is a critical cofactor in the metabolism of amino acids, meaning it helps your body actually process and use the protein building blocks it receives. And research published in the journal Frontiers in Physiology confirmed that leucine, the single most important amino acid for activating the muscle-building pathway inside your cells called mTOR, must reach a specific threshold dose of about 3 to 4 grams per meal in older adults to fully switch on muscle protein synthesis. Bananas help your body handle the leucine from your other foods more effectively because of their B6 and mineral content. For seniors, the ideal way to use the banana is this. Eat one medium banana 30 to 45 minutes before any physical activity, even gentle walking. This primes your muscles with fuel, minerals, and the metabolic support they need to make the most of that movement. Then, after your activity, eat your protein-rich meal. This sequence, banana before, protein after, can significantly enhance how much muscle repair your body performs in that critical post-activity window. One medium banana is about 105 calories and roughly 27 grams of carbohydrates, which gives your muscles energy while the minerals and vitamins set the stage for growth. The fifth fruit, the one I promised would surprise you most, is the pomegranate. And this one has genuine peer-reviewed landmark science behind it that even most doctors are not yet aware of. Deep inside the seeds and juice of the pomegranate are compounds called L-argitannins. Now here is where it gets extraordinary. When you eat or drink pomegranate, the L-argitannins travel to your gut, where certain beneficial gut bacteria convert them into a molecule called urolithin A. And urolithin A does something that scientists are calling one of the most exciting longevity discoveries in decades. It triggers a process called mitophagy, the recycling and renewal of old damaged mitochondria inside your muscle cells. Think of your mitochondria as the little power plants inside every muscle cell. Over the years, these power plants get worn down and broken. When that happens, your muscles lose their ability to generate energy, contract effectively, and rebuild after use. Urolithin A acts like a maintenance crew that goes in, removes the broken machinery, and replaces it with new working units. A landmark study published in JAMA Network Open, one of the most respected medical journals in the world, found that urolithin A significantly improved muscle endurance and mitochondrial health markers in aging adults. Let that land for a moment. Not in young athletes, in aging adults. Specifically, and this transformation is happening every time you drink pomegranate juice or eat pomegranate seeds. For practical use, drink 4 to 6 ounces of pure, 100% pomegranate juice daily, not a pomegranate blend drink, but actual pomegranate juice with no added sugar, or eat the seeds of half a pomegranate 3 to 4 times per week. For maximum benefit, consume it in the evening, as the overnight fasting period appears to support the mitophagy process most effectively. This one habit, costing less than $2 a day, is doing something inside your cells that no egg, no protein shake, and no supplement from a store shelf has been clinically shown to replicate in the same way. Now I want to tell you about Harold. Harold is 76 years old, a retired school principal from Sarasota, Florida. His doctor had told him his muscle loss was simply part of getting older, and there was not much to be done about it. Harold started drinking 4 ounces of pomegranate juice every evening, and eating blueberries with his breakfast every morning. After 12 weeks, he went back for a routine checkup. His doctor was so surprised by his muscle function test results that she actually asked him what he had changed. His grip strength had improved, his walking speed had increased. He told me he cried in the car on the way home, not from sadness, but from relief, from the feeling that his body had not given up on him after all. Here is the bonus that most videos like this never share with you, because most people stop before they get here. The timing and combination of these 5 fruits matters enormously. For the absolute best results, use pineapple and kiwi before your main protein meal to unlock absorption. Use blueberries with your breakfast to start the day with inflammation-fighting power. Use your banana before any movement or gentle exercise to prime your muscles for work. And use pomegranate juice in the evening to activate overnight muscle repair and mitochondrial renewal. When you layer all 5 of these fruits into your daily routine, you are not just eating better, you are creating a complete biological environment in which your muscles have every tool they need to rebuild, recover, and grow stronger, even after 75, even after 80, even after decades of not knowing any of this. Before we finish, I want to share something important. Everything I have shared with you today is based on published scientific research from trusted institutions including Tufts University, Harvard Medical School, JAMA Network Open, and the National Institutes of Health. However, this video is educational content only and is not medical advice. Every senior's body is different, and every person has a unique health history, unique medications, and unique conditions. Please speak with your doctor or a registered dietitian before making significant changes to your diet, especially if you take blood thinners, have kidney disease, or have diabetes, as some of these fruits can interact with certain medications. This disclaimer is not a formality. It is a reflection of genuine care for your safety and your health. Now, let me close with something I want you to really hear. Aging is real. The stiffness you feel in the morning when you first get out of bed, that is real. The fear when you notice your hands are not as steady as they once were, that is real. The quiet grief of feeling like the strong, capable version of yourself is slowly receding, that is one of the most honest and deeply human feelings there is. And you deserve to have someone look you in the eye and say, "I see you. I know this is hard. And I want you to know it is not over." Every morning that you choose a bowl of blueberries over nothing, every afternoon that you eat half a cup of pineapple before your meal, every evening that you drink your 4 ounces of pomegranate juice, you are not just feeding your body, you are making a declaration. You are saying that you are still here, you still matter, and you are not willing to surrender your strength without a fight. These are not complicated habits. They are not expensive. They do not require a gym membership or a personal trainer. They are available to you at any grocery store, on any budget, starting tomorrow morning, and the science says they work. You have more good years ahead of you than you might believe right now. Years to watch grandchildren grow up. Years to travel somewhere you have always wanted to go. Years to simply wake up, walk to your window, and feel grateful and strong in the body you still live in. Those years do not have to be years of decline. They can be years of recovery, of rebuilding, of surprising yourself and everyone around you. If this video gave you something real today, please give it a like. It helps this channel reach other seniors who are out there right now, searching for exactly this kind of help. Please subscribe if you are not already, and turn on the bell so you are the first to know when we share new research like this. Share this video with someone you love, a parent, a spouse, a friend who is fighting the same battle, and please leave one comment below telling me which of these 5 fruits you are going to start with tomorrow. I read every single comment, and I want to know your story. Because your story matters. You matter, and I will see you in the next video.